You're lying in bed. The room is dark. Your phone lights up your face one more time before you sleep. Nobody replied. You tell yourself it doesn't matter, but somewhere underneath your ribs, something tightens anyway. That tightening isn't weakness. It isn't in your head. It's one of the oldest alarms your body owns. And the real answer to why it feels this sharp is far stranger than you're just sad. Loneliness isn't an emotion, not really. It's a warning system. It evolved the same way hunger evolved, the same way thirst evolved, the same way pain evolved. Hunger tells you your body is running out of fuel. Thirst tells you your body is running out of water. Loneliness tells you something just as basic. It tells you that you are running out of people. For most of human history, that shortage could kill you, not metaphorically, literally. Picture a small band of early humans, maybe 30 people, moving together across open grassland 50,000 years ago. No walls, no weapons stronger than a sharpened stick, no hospitals, no stored food waiting in a pantry, just each other. If you were separated from that group, even for a few days, your odds of survival collapsed. Predators hunted the isolated. Injuries went untreated alone. Food gathering was easier and safer in numbers. A human by themselves on the savannah wasn't free. They were prey. So evolution did what it always does when survival is on the line. It built a punishment for disconnection and a reward for closeness. The punishment is the ache you feel scrolling through a silent phone. The reward is the warmth you feel sitting near people who know you. Neither one is random. Both were carved into you by hundreds of thousands of years of people who did not survive being alone. The neuroscientist John Cacioppo spent much of his career trying to prove exactly this. Cacioppo studied loneliness at the University of Chicago for over 20 years, and what he found reshaped how scientists think about isolation. He discovered that loneliness activates the same neural circuitry as physical pain. Not something similar to pain, the same alarm system. When you feel emotionally cut off from others, your brain treats it with the same urgency as a burn or a broken bone. Think about what that means for a moment. Your ancestors weren't just uncomfortable when isolated. They hurt on purpose, by design. Because pain gets your attention in a way sadness never could. Pain makes you act. And Cacioppo's research went further. He found that chronic loneliness doesn't just feel bad. It changes the body at a biological level. It raises cortisol. It disrupts sleep. It weakens the immune system's ability to fight off illness. Your body, still running ancient software, interprets prolonged isolation as a 5-alarm emergency, and it starts preparing for a threat that, for most people watching this, will never actually arrive. But loneliness isn't only about survival from predators. There's a second layer to this, and it comes from one of the most famous and most unsettling experiments in psychological history. In the 1950s, a researcher named Harry Harlow, working at the University of Wisconsin, wanted to understand what infant monkeys actually needed from their mothers. At the time, most scientists assumed the answer was simple: food, warmth, basic survival needs, nothing more. So Harlow built 2 fake mothers for baby rhesus monkeys to choose between. One was made of cold wire, but it held a bottle of milk. The other was made of soft cloth, but it offered no food at all. If survival were only about resources, the infants should have clung to the wire mother, the one that fed them. They didn't. Almost every time, the infant monkeys spent nearly all their time clinging to the soft cloth mother, only rushing to the wire one to feed. then hurrying straight back to the comfort of the cloth. When frightened, they ran to the cloth mother, not the one with the food. What Harlow uncovered was something evolution had known long before psychology caught up to it. Comfort and connection aren't luxuries layered on top of survival. They are part of survival itself. A creature that is fed but unheld doesn't thrive. It deteriorates. The monkeys raised without comfort grew up anxious, socially withdrawn, unable to form normal relationships as adults. Isolation didn't just make them unhappy, it rewired them. You are not a rhesus monkey, but the architecture underneath your instincts is older than you are, older than language, older than the idea of being human at all. It doesn't distinguish neatly between connection and survival. To your nervous system, they are close to the same thing.